Here we are at the Superlative Services Gallery of Mr. Emerem, and on display are some of the captivating paintings of Mr. Emerem. We'll take a tour of some of these works and get some explanation, because many of them are so abstract that the layman cannot interpret and understand it. Mr. Emerem, I can see some of you. Can you offer some explanation to some of the works?
Thank you very much. In this very work titled Trapped in the Dance of Destiny, it's a piece of painting oil on canvas executed in 1990. The impulse behind this work is African situation. This work, I just painted the image of two black Africans sitting in a surrendered posture. The sense behind this work is that I'm much worried about why is it that Africans cannot develop just like the Western world. So in this very painting, you can see these two black images with the intelligence, the talents and everything, being loaded in their mind. They have the weight of the spirits or the talents they have. Then you see a rope tying the Africans down. This thing makes us not to develop. In fact, we are trapped. We Africans are trapped. I wonder why we are facing that kind of situation. Behind here is a lot of trapped by the forces of nature. So this is why I'm much worried, and that's why I painted this very piece of work.
So in fact, what's
in spite of the message behind this is that, in fact, this is the psychological concept of life in the traditional African setting. This is what I'm portraying here, that we are trapped by a lot of forces, a lot of precarious forces.
Can we move over to the one? I can see the title. Precarious vision. It's so lost that I can't ignore it. And can you?
Yes, in fact, it's still a continuation of this very trapped in the dance of destiny. In this very precarious vision, I'm visualizing the African world as being controlled by a lot of forces. A lot of forces are controlling the life, the activities, the wealth, the growth, the talents of Africans. And in fact, the world as a whole, but I'm talking particularly about my homeland, which is the African continent. Now, when you look closely at this very work, you see a lot of messages. Some of them are coming from the spiritual realm, some of them are coming from the earth force, some of them you see them swimming, some of them are coming from the sphere, In fact, this work forms the basic tenet of African religion, that Africans are being controlled by a lot of forces, a lot of man-made, human-made, and other forces that we cannot explain. So the African religion, which places man at the center of the universe, man being at the center of the universe is being controlled by all these forces. So this is the message I'm trying to send with this intricate painting. So that's the message here.
You said the black man is controlled by forces. Is it different from the situation of the white man? Is it not controlled by?
Yes, we are all operating in the same world, in the same universe. But the black man's world appears to have its own unique, its own peculiarities. Because still, as I pointed out in my Trapped in the Dance of Destiny, I wonder why up to this stage we cannot even manufacture even a bicycle. In spite of the natural endowments, the faults are from our government, our leaders, which I will explain later in my black man as the victimizer.
Here we are, the black man as the victimizer, on acrylic on paper, 1994 production. Can you offer some explanation so that our viewers can understand it better?
Yes, it's still, as I said, there's still a continuation of the same message, because I'm much concerned about my own homeland. Now you can see two persons riding on human beings you know, it's a caricature of what is happening here in our continent. The black man, all the while we have been quarreling, we have been kicking against the whites, the white people that colonized our country. By then, we are just trying to find a way of being independent, a way of controlling ourselves, a way of governing ourselves. Now, for instance, here in Nigeria, we have secured that independence, but it appears that the essence of independence is defeated. Since the kind of freedom, the kind of joy, the kind of government we are having during the colonial era is just completely different from what is happening now. By then we will have more freedom than what we are having here in the country, where somebody can be incarcerated without being tried, where somebody can be, anything can happen to you in this country without no person asking of you. So this is why I painted this very image, where some fortunate few are riding on the majority that are opportune. So this is the essence of this very message. Now this thing that looks like an animal is just sending a message that you see the human faces. These are the human faces, the black faces that have been written by other fellow blacks. So this is the message I'm sending across here. In this very work titled Love is the Greatest Thing, I'm just trying to emphasize what Bible told us, that in spite of any other thing, that the beginning and the end of this world starts and ends on love. Even Jesus taught us love in the cross. But unfortunately here in the black world, that is why I use this black sheep. This is a black sheep with a lot of messages within the thing, within the painting. And you see two human beings here, a man and a woman, portraying love. But I'm sending a message here that love is supposed to be followed sheepishly. You just behave like a kid, as if you don't know anything when you are doing anything, when you are giving arms, when you are just having a relationship with your fellow human beings. It should not be too wise. Even between husband and wife, love is being practiced as if you are kids. Because if you follow intelligence, two persons cannot work together. This is the essence of this very painting. This very painting titled "The Tears for My Homeland" is still a corollary of the three words I've explained earlier. The tears I'm shedding for my homeland is what I portrayed here. I am worried as an artist by the happenings in our country. All these happenings have made me to shed tears for my homeland. When I project into the future looks bleak. The future is very, very bleak for the black man. I'm much worried. That is the essence of this very painting.